Previously on Chosen Ones, our sparks go deeper into Looking Glass, learning about a ceremony soon to take place to send off this year's hero in search of the sea beast's box. The group goes to several shops to stock up on items that will be useful in their new environment. Miffy confirms the Black Heart appears to be beneath them in the caverns, where the sea beast's box is said to be located. They all head towards a local restaurant for a meal, the infamous ceremony only a few hours away.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go. On we'll go.
So you guys go into the Spice of Shellside, and it seems to be pretty busy and bustling here. It seems all the tables are pretty much full. There is kind of like a little area that you see one or two other people seem to be waiting for a table right now.
Alright. I guess we wait for food or our table.
As you come in, you see this like very tall, large sea elf man come in. He's got a bubble around his head as well, which, by the way, I haven't been noting. Those who have bubbles, it is changing colors like yours are. I haven't noted it because it's really only important if someone is like trying to get a read on you what your colors are. Someone comes up to you and his is like a light, it's a combo of like purple and orange as he's coming up to you. How many?
Table for 6, please, yes.
Well, hello to you too. I'm kidding, no. Sure you wouldn't say that.
The most toxic customer. This is Shui's one flaw.
I work in
like
retail.
Really shitty at like, yeah.
Table for 6, gotcha. We got about 10-minute wait. We're gonna clear out a couple tables here in a minute. Is that good for you guys?
Yeah.
But we made a reservation.
No, we didn't. Shut up.
We don't take reservations here. It's just walk-ins.
All right, cool.
Women's.
Swimmins.
Swimmins.
Seat these people. Like Simmons, but swim.
You see him kind of quickly go to help clear off the tables as you all wait. After about 10 minutes, they come back and they escort you to one of the tables. This does look to normally be a pretty fancy kind of restaurant, but it's been kind of overcrowded, like they've added tables to account for the extra tourists that are in town. And the vibe is a lot less like highbrow than it normally would be, but you can see that the chefs and the attire of the waiters and stuff kind of indicate that this would normally be like a very fancy place to be, if not for the overabundance of people in it, and especially like the tourist energy. There's people like clinking glasses and stuff together, which by the way are completely closed off, and you have to drink through, you have to uncork a straw to drink out of and then quickly recork again so the liquid doesn't get out.
Actually, I learned recently that water pressure, depending on the liquid, it will actually keep the liquid in the bottle because of the water pressure and liquid difference. This isn't interesting, I'm sorry. Go on with what you were saying.
And there are some items here. So they're all food items here, are 5 gold per piece, but they do offer 2d4 temporary hit points.
Oh, cool.
If you want just a normal meal, it's just a gold. They also have pufferfish poison, which does 1d12 poison damage when it touches the skin. Small droplets are considered a delicacy in Looking Glass.
What?
Theo could try it.
You could try it.
Wait, I'm confused. So it's a delicacy, but it poisons?
They sell poison to sample.
Small droplets are considered a delicacy.
But you get poisoned.
It's like a spice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, spice.
Spice.
I want to try it.
Of course.
There are electric eel squeezings, which are used to pepper fish, and they do 1d12 electric damage when exposed in large doses.
Interesting.
What is a large dose?
It would be if you bought a whole bottle, which is what the 5 GP is.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it's just added. These are like things that you can buy in addition to like take home.
Ah.
So they're not a part of the dishes. They're like, these are our sauces,
Okay, got it.
And then just in terms of novelty, there is a cup of intoxication, which is any liquid in this cup becomes alcoholic but still tastes the same as it did before.
Huh.
Interesting.
So you could disguise poison.
Yeah. Maybe.
That's not how that works.
No.
It tastes the same, right? So it'd just be poison, but also alcoholic.
Oh,
But also alcoholic, yeah.
Yeah.
damn it.
You see the person who, the waiter who welcomed you in, come over to you again and just be like, if you're ready, I can take your order. If not, just holler and I'll come back around. And the menus are carved here.
That's fun.
I picked something from the menu. I don't know what, but I picked something from the menu.
Sushi.
Sushi. Okay. Sushi with pufferfish poison.
Pupper piss.
Were you getting the pufferfish poison as like an actual thing or just an add-on? Because it doesn't cost any just to add the droplets. It's if you're getting the actual container.
I want an actual thing.
Yeah, okay. You want one of our souvenir pufferfish poisons?
Yes, please.
He nods and he's just like, don't add too much. If you're not used to this stuff regularly, it can really... Ooh, the bathroom trip. He like starts to wander on.
Must have experience.
Yeah. Interesting place.
I guess he just took Shui's order and left.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I didn't make my order.
Thanks, bye. I don't want to work for
You know, I was still thinking anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can tell he's like overworked right now. He seems to have like the aura of like, I'm used to this, but definitely like we are understaffed kind of.
Mm-hmm. If we're gonna be sitting here for a while, Brandy's just gonna attune the sword to his fucking sword.
Essence is like looking over her menu, and you see her like look to Miffy and point at something, and he's like, I'll order it for you, don't worry.
When the guy comes back, Theo will get salmon.
Gotcha. So it's just 1 gold if you're not getting anything magical. If it is magical, mark it as 5 gold.
Well, what are we doing today? Because I might want to get...
Well, the ceremony's this evening, right? I want to see Titus.
You know what? Theo will get it special because Theo likes food, so I will pay the 5.
Yeah, Shui also likes food, so I got it special as well.
So just mark, and then you can roll your temporary hit points. 2d4, and then when you take a long rest, those go away.
I'll have what he's having and just get the same order as Theo.
Brandy doesn't get food because he doesn't need to.
Oh, okay. What was the
Shayna?
plus? What was the plus?
There was no plus. I don't...
Oh,
There's no plus.
Right, okay. So I get 2 hit points, yay.
Oh, I didn't do it.
Oh, did you do double ones? Oh.
I got a 3.
I got the same thing as Jay.
Yeah, and if you get temporary hit points from something else, the higher temporary hit points become your temporary hit points. Just a little thing.
Yeah.
Do I take poison damage, by the way?
How much are you eating?
Oh, it's a small drop, so I consider it a delicacy. Never mind. Well, that depends on how good it is, Cassie.
It's very good.
You gotta roll. I'm kidding. No, you don't have to. I'm gonna roll temptation, like to resist temptation.
Temptation.
Oh no.
What'd you get?
No, I got a nat 20, but you know what that means.
Oh no!
Oh no.
You down like 1/4 of the bottle. You dump like 1/4 of it onto your food.
Chewy.
This is really good.
I don't think that's a good idea, as you're like eating it.
Fuck!
You take...
Oh, you roll the damage.
You take 11 poison damage.
I rolled 12, so I'll take the 11.
Chewy, it really, you shouldn't put that much of that on there,
Yeah,
bud.
I was about to ask you
And
how
you'll
it
take that
tasted.
again when you go to the bathroom later. No! I'm kidding.
Scream.
The horror.
Horror.
When your character's about to die, you're a lot calmer than that.
And Shui's not about to die, but that's the problem. He's gonna live after that.
live after that horrible experience.
So I gained 3 temporary hit points and lost them.
And lost them immediately.
Oh. Shui, you really should try to do things in moderation when they're like that.
When I ate it the first time, nothing happened, so I just thought I could eat more or something. Maybe I had resistance like you.
No.
You would have been better if you had the eel dropping stuff, because don't you have
Yes, he does.
Are you resistant or immune? I can't remember.
Resistant.
Resistant to what?
Lightning and thunder.
So if he had the electric eel droppings, then he would not have.
Droppings? Fucking what? Ew.
Sorry, squeezings.
I was like, what the fuck you mean?
Also, it's not electric. It is lightning damage. There we go.
Avayath will put a hand on Shui's shoulder and cast Lay on Hands, heal him by 8 HP.
Thank you. Oh, thanks, Yaya.
Of course, just
That was really spicy.
I wouldn't call that spicy.
spicy is an interesting word.
Yeah.
I'm a little tempted to see how it tastes if you wanted that much.
You should. Here, I have some left over. Do I? Or did I down the bottle?
Yeah, I said you.
Okay, cool.
You did 1/4 of the bottle.
Okay.
I won't have very much, even if it won't affect me anyway. He puts it on his salmon.
Is very good.
That is surprisingly tasty. I can see why you wanted to test more.
Test. Devour.
You want to try it, Brandy?
No, I'm good.
Actually, Brandy would be good.
Why?
Because I'm connected to you.
Oh, in that case, he's like, yeah, sure, I'll give it a try.
Theo gives him a bite of salmon.
Oh, he was gonna take the bottle and just drink it.
So don't put your lips on my bottle.
Put your lips on my
Theo wanted to feed Brandy the salmon paste.
I mean,
Theo's like about to, and then Brandy just takes the.
No, I mean, Theo can also do that. No, Theo does that first, and Brandy's like, ooh, that's pretty good. Mind if I... And then he'll drink some of the
Glug, glug, glug,
poison.
glug.
Yeah.
You have half of a bottle left now.
Like, I don't see what's wrong. I don't see what's wrong, Shui. What the...
I believe through my spark,
He says in your head, shh.
and Theo just stops.
What? That's not fair.
I don't see.
Wise like, maybe you're just weak, and drinks it too. No.
I don't see the problem. Avayath, you try.
Sure.
Brandy.
I'm just kidding. Wait, stop. I was just joking. It was just
Too
a
late.
joke. Oh, fuck.
How much do you have?
He's smart enough to have a reasonable amount. He wouldn't criticize Shui and be like, I'm gonna do the same thing. So, just a tiny bit.
Okay, if you just have a small amount, then you won't take damage, but it does sting.
Ooh, that's strong. You've got a high tolerance, Brandy.
Yeah, I'm built different.
Theo does a little roll of his eyes and laugh to himself.
I'll buy another bottle of the poison for Shui.
All right, you've got a bottle
A battle.
and a half. A battle and a half now.
Battle and a half. That's pretty good.
I wish Titus were here with us.
We'll see him soon, I hope.
I'm glad he's not here. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
Everybody like in the restaurant is quiet and like turns towards her.
Yeah, like damn, bitch. Oh, I was actually gonna ask y'all if I should call him up now that we're actually here and all that.
But don't you want to surprise him at the ceremony?
Surprise.
Yeah, I think it would be good to let him know that we're attending the ceremony, see if he has any advice, I guess.
That's fair. I'll give Titus another call. Howdy, partner. You know who it is. We'll be at the ceremony tonight. Anything we ought to expect? Hope to see you there. Love you. That's it.
You're all here?
Hey, it's yours truly again. That's what I said. It's me, Theo, Avayath, Shui, Essence, and Miffy. Oh, you haven't met Miffy yet. See, we went to the mountains and Miffy is this... And then it cuts off.
Why did you all...
Hey, it's Shui. No, I'm kidding.
You don't have to come to the ceremony. That's embarrassing.
We'll be there anyway. We want to support our friend. And also, we're gonna find a way to get you out of here so you don't die in those caverns. Cause that'd suck shit.
I'm going to be fine. You don't have to worry yourselves.
Titus really doesn't want us to go, you guys.
Well, we have business anyway.
We got business there anyway, bud. Oh, it's Brandy again. We are probably looking for that same sea box that you are. So, deal with it. He just gets deal with. He doesn't get the it.
Deal with.
Deal with.
He doesn't reply back to that one.
Hey, it's Shui. Can you respond to Brandy, please? Okay.
Hey, it's Avayath as well.
We just all start calling him.
How many of you guys have sending? What the fuck?
Hey, it's Essence. We're here to kill you.
God.
So it is starting to get pretty late at this point, as you can tell by the fish spelling out 6 p.m. outside.
Cool.
Did you want to get your hotel room and get your stuff all there, or did you want to just kind of hang around and wait for the ceremony?
I think we should get the hotel in first.
Yeah. Let's get the inn first.
Sounds good. So after paying, and I mean, you could take leftovers if you wanted to buy something for temporary hit points for later, but that's all. You wanted a to-go order.
I want what Theo had, actually. It looked good, so I'm gonna get that.
I would just roll for how many days. I'd roll a d4 for how many days it's good as leftovers.
You can.
You also can come back if you don't want it right now. You can come back and be like, hey, can we have an order to go?
Yeah, I'll maybe do that if I want 10 HP. I'm good.
Okay, gotcha. So you guys go to the hotel. Shellside Resort. Woo! So there are a lot of kind of like little places to kind of stay throughout, but there is one big inn that is for land dwellers that is usually reserved for royalty and officials. That's called the Seaside Resort, but because there is a big event going on, there is like a big sign that says tourist welcome.
Cool.
And it is 5 GP per night per room. There is another kind of like older Triton that's running it inside. An older man who's kind of got like very wrinkled skin. You see him squinting like he's having a hard time making you out. He's got this big carved wood registry that he's carving. Or it wouldn't be wood, probably. It'd be some kind of something like stone, I would think, that he's carving the names into of the people who stay here.
So it's not a bubbled place?
It is, but not this first entry room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he's still working here and he doesn't need an air room.
Yeah.
Out of there, we'd like.
How
what do you say?
many rooms?
What do you say? 2 rooms?
2.
If there's 2 beds in each room.
Are there 2 beds in each room?
Yes.
Cool. Then yeah, 2 rooms.
3 rooms because Essence and
Essence and
Oh,
Miffy
3
exist.
rooms.
That's right.
Sorry, 3 rooms.
3 rooms. What are your names for the rooms?
We got.
Shui and Theo, Brandy and Miffy.
Slow down. First room.
Brandy and Theo.
Okay. Like carving your name.
Nails on a fucking chalkboard.
B.
Oh my god.
R.
Like an arm snaps while he's trying to do it.
A. N.
Shut up.
He keeps going. After about 5 minutes, he looks up. Names for the second room.
Yeah, and Shui.
Avayath and Shui.
Oh, okay.
My name is Avayath.
Avayath.
No, my name is Yaya.
Now I have to start the whole slab over again. Pulled on another stone. Started with Brandy.
Oh,
Avayath, what have you done?
I didn't think you would start over. You could just cross it out.
No, that's not good slab keeping.
Oh my god.
Another 5 minutes. Another 10 minutes as he also writes Shui and Avayath down. Watch the 4th room. In essence, speaks up.
4th? It's 3rd.
Or sorry, the 3rd. And watch the 3rd
I have to start
room.
over again.
In essence, speaks up and it's just like,
No, shut up.
E and M.
Actually, that's smarter, yeah.
E. Okay. And he writes E and M. Takes your gold, I assume. So 5 GP per night per room.
Hell yeah.
So they give you your keys. They're like these little keys that are attached to the end of a shell.
Yes.
And you're escorted by one of the bellboys through this giant archway. And when you exit through, you hear a pop as your little bubbles kind of pop. He looks over to you and he's just like, on your way out, there's a little button on the side over there. Just hit that and you'll re-bubble.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Yep. And he starts and he's like, you guys don't have any bags or anything?
Nope.
Just what we carry.
Yep, just what we came with.
Gotcha. I'm used to all the fancy folks coming through, with the big suitcases and all that.
Oh yeah, I feel that. Seems like a lot of people from the capital are in town.
Oh yeah, they come by every now and again. Usually this time of year for this stuff.
Interesting. Wonder why that is.
You never know. Maybe this'll be the year.
Have you ever seen the king here?
Oh no, he wouldn't bother himself coming to a kingdom like this. He doesn't think pretty highly.
It'd get waterlogged, probably.
He sends his people though, so they're here.
His people?
Yeah, all the people with masks. They're officials from the capital.
Anybody notable here?
What about, Finn?
No? What'd you say?
Said anyone notable? He said Finn, like Finn Larkspur?
Not a Finn. I think there was a Flynn here.
Flynn. That's fucking right.
Fuck.
I thought you were making a joke like the Triton version.
Triton
I
version.
think it's in character because we only knew of him.
We only
for
met
so
him
long.
once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shui watched him get torn to pieces.
I bled with that man.
Should we watch him get torn to shreds? But it's not like he was yelling, "My name's Flynn!" as he is dying. So
Flynn's probably around here somewhere. He usually comes by every year, but also they've been busy. I guess there's some conflict going up above, so we don't have as many people here as we normally do.
There's a conflict going up above.
Well, I asked a couple people and they said that, talks of war or whatever.
Oh yeah.
A war that they started. Sorry.
Oh, Shui, please.
That wouldn't affect us, so we're underwater. We're kind of separated from all that.
Yeah.
Totally good.
Yeah. Thankfully that won't stay. Yeah.
We got the Guardians. They'd have to go through them, and I've never seen anyone get past those Eldritch Horrors.
Yeah, that's fair. Thank you.
And he takes you to your rooms. Yeah.
Oh, one quick question I hope you don't mind me asking. Everyone in the town looks rather gloomy. Is there something wrong with the festival or something?
I mean, it always sucks to say goodbye to someone.
They'll probably be fine.
Yeah, number 20's the one, right?
I mean, he made it out once, right?
It was the skin of his teeth. Got exiled.
Still made it out, though.
Can I ask who's in charge of, who asked this of everyone?
Well, this isn't technically our kingdom. Well, I mean, it is. We built it, but we didn't know when we built it that... I say we, I wasn't around for the beginning of stuff. They built it near, I guess, the grounds of some goddess. So it's kind of like payment for her letting us stay here.
Okay, I see. Well, thank you.
Weird payment.
She was like, does this goddess have, a temple or something here?
Yeah, she's got a church, I guess. Honestly, not a lot of people visit it. I think it's mostly here, so she's not pissed that she doesn't have one like all the other goddesses. Temple of the Depths. It's the big anglerfish skeleton that's right outside the kingdom.
Cool. That's not intimidating.
She doesn't stay there. That's just her church. She's somewhere in the caverns.
How big are the caverns?
Well, actually, that's part of the reason we don't really like outsiders coming here, is they can connect anywhere in this whole entire continent.
The whole continent? Really?
Oh.
You gotta know the right way to be able to get back into Looking Glass, but once you can find a way, it's pretty easy to get in here. You didn't hear that from me.
I'm so glad we have Miffy. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, not a lot of people go to the bottom of lakes and oceans and stuff like that, so they wouldn't find their way here anyway.
Oh my god, wait, do you think when I got dragged into the water that they were trying to take me to the fucking catacombs?
Yeah, probably. They're probably trying to take you to your mom here.
Damn.
Damn, indeed.
That's probably it.
Well, now you're coming to your mom anyway, so and I'm sure she'll be totally cool.
You got a tip for me?
Yeah, here's a tip. No, just kidding.
Fuck off! No.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself. No. Yeah, here. He'll give him 3 gold.
Thank you.
Yep.
Nods to you.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too. See ya. He wanders off. You didn't even carry any of your bags.
He sure didn't. He just kind of walked us to our rooms. We could have done it ourselves. Got a tip for me, get fucked.
He told us about the button, so that's good. Otherwise, we would
have died, yeah.
We would have been trapped here.
I think one of you have water breathing.
I mean, Brandy doesn't need to fucking breathe anyway, so he's good. But yeah, the rest of y'all would have been trapped.
He'll be like, I'll go find bubbles for you.
Don't worry, guys, I got this. I'll bring one of the guardians here. And then he fucking sends a guardian rampaging through the city. Like, I got one.
Now give us a bubble.
Give us a bubble now. I know I made you mad, but come on.
It's starting to near the evening when the ceremony is supposed to take place at this point. Your rooms, by the way, they are completely dry. They have kind of like absorbent mats in the hallways, but the rooms are just regular wooden, probably imported to be able to construct these rooms.
Cool.
I just realized since we came into this, it's all air here now. We're just all slapping around.
Oh yeah, we're soaked.
That's why the hallways are like this absorbent material for when you're like drying off. When you go into your room, there's also kind of like, it's almost like an activated gust of wind that blows on you when you're standing in the entryway to your room to kind of help blow dry you off. The beds are water beds.
Oh, Brandy freaks out when that happens. When he opens it, it's just like, he's like, oh fuck, what the hell?
It's just an air dryer.
It's like what?
His tail flies off. That was the final straw.
That's what causes it. His tail flies off.
No.
That'd be so funny though.
Not that way.
But that'd be so funny.
His horns blow off. Sure, fuck it. His horns blow off.
No. Like boomerangs across the room and they're just like fucking like into the
Theo
walls.
stares in shock.
So does Brandy.
No, it's funny because he's got disguise self up, so it looks like his horns are still there, but they just suddenly fall off.
But there's like another set on the ground.
There's like another set on the ground, yeah.
Just Theo staring at it, slack-jawed.
Oh shit.
How's your tail, Brandy?
I think it's next to go.
Right. What do we do with these?
That's a great fucking question. I didn't even feel it.
Or were you gonna go through with your scheme of we killed him and take the body parts that fell off?
That's fair. I guess I'll just like hang on to him for now until we figure out what the hell to do.
Right. Okay.
He'll yank the horns out of the wall. He's like, got really in there. And then like pull them out and then walk into his room.
The water starts flooding in.
No.
Yeah. He punches the wall just like
One of the walls, they do have a big curtain that you can pull in front of it, but one of the walls is just entirely a sheet of glass that you can see through the ocean.
Ooh.
Or into the
cool.
water, not the ocean, into the lake. This hotel is on the outskirts. It's right on the edge of where the walls are, so you can see even further out, like swarms of fish and stuff moving about.
Hell yeah. That's pretty neat.
Other than that, pretty normal. You've got beds. There is a communal bath area.
Cool.
No room service here, so you'll have to go back to the front to order. They don't have a fancy buzzer.
Brandy keeps like touching his forehead to where his horns used to be. It's like, oh.
Thea just talking to him like, disguise self still up with that?
For now. Seems like this whole shit's almost done.
Theo does a big gulp. Huh. Well, here's to change.
Yeah. Oh boy.
That was traumatic.
It's weird.
Alrighty, and are you guys heading out to go to the ceremony?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So you all kind of leave the hotel to start wandering around the city, waiting for the ceremony to begin. And it seems like it already has, actually, as you're coming through. You can see people are out gathered into the streets. It looks like those who are smart did not bring their seahorses because those who are having a hard time containing them within the crowd.
Yep. Wise choice on our end.
And you can see a bunch of people dressed in kind of more fancy attire being escorted through the city on these giant shells that seem to be lifted up by like these massive jellyfish that are being guided by a few Triton with like these thick gloves that are kind of handling them to get them to move in the right directions. Every now and again, you can see kind of like lightning speckles spreading out. And looking up at them, it looks like almost all of the people in this family have these like odd looking like lightning tattoos that you had also seen the shop owner have. And looking at that, actually a lot of the Triton have these strange kind of lightning, did I say tattoos? I meant scars. They have these strange kind of lightning scars across their body. Not everyone, a lot of the younger people don't seem to have them, but it is notable to an extent. As they're kind of being guided, they are led to a tall tower that's in the center of the city.
Well, real fancy show there.
Yeah.
I wonder what those scars mean.
Yeah, same. I was just thinking the same thing. Let's get front row seats.
And you guys continue following with the crowd that is also following. And there's a good distance that's kind of being kept around them. There is one person that's with them that is not up on the shelves, but is kind of walking behind them. And when people get too close, you kind of see him kind of like with an upturned nose, kind of like pushing them aside a bit, like being like, no, too close, back it up, as people are like kind of getting close.
Who is that? Who is it?
They are a Triton with 2 shades of blue hair, a kind of lighter blue in the back and a darker blue on top, with a cloak. They have some jewelry, not a lot, that indicates they might be kind of with the royal family, but they are not atop the shelves with the rest of them.
Ew. Snarky.
And they do, have a black sapphire in the center of their forehead.
Ew. Fear.
They are a fashion statement, I would just remind you, before they became, like, incredibly common.
I know, but in the forehead.
Yeah, that's... Ugh.
It's not, like, inside of his forehead, it's like a sticky.
Oh, okay, that doesn't freak me out as much.
You see him wandering behind, and again, just seems to be kind of pushing people away when they start to get too close, particularly people from the capital who seem to be like, ooh. And they continue forward, and once they get close to that tall tower, it's about 60 feet off the ground, there appears to be kind of an opening on one side, and you can see standing in the entryway. It's hard to see him because he's so far up, but you do recognize Titus, dressed very differently. His hair is no longer tied back. It's down, and he seems to be dressed in extremely royal attire in comparison to what he's normally been wearing. Kind of like these metal guards on both sides of his shoulders, and like jewelry across his neck, and like a crown on his head. And just kind of like this flowy, I don't know what the fuck it's called. I guess a half dress.
Skirt.
Yeah.
Oh, Mamma Mia! We have to react for the podcast.
Yeah.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my first time seeing it.
Whoa, I've never seen him before. What? Okay.
Oh, he looks nice, if not uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely uncomfortable. He got his whole chest out.
Brandy casts sending to Titus and is like, hey Titus, look in this direction, and describes the direction in which Titus would be able to see them.
Hey Titus, looking, insert description of where I am here.
Hey Titus, look southeast and down 45 degrees.
You see, like, he's far away, so it's kind of hard to see, but you see him, like, looking his head both directions in confusion, like, what? He looks the opposite direction you told him to.
I cast sending, other way, fucker.
Okay.
Avayath will scream and start waving, Titus!
Titus!
Theo, since it's a crowded place, is feeling rather embarrassed by their yelling.
When you guys start yelling, it seemed like the crowd kind of picks up on your energy.
I would say Brandy doesn't actually yell.
Okay, those who do yell, the crowd kind of picks up on your energy, and you hear them start to shout Titus's name as well. But they do not sound happy. They seem to be like, Titus! Like, screaming.
Kill him! Yeah, like...
Theo covers his face in shame.
There is, like, clear anger in some of their voices as they're yelling.
Oh, shit.
I'm roll insight.
They're real mad. Yeah, same.
Why not, I guess.
How's their bubbles looking?
Mostly black. There's black, there's some brown, also there is some blue.
So angry, fear, and sad.
Interesting.
Those from the capital, almost all of them seem to have a white bubble.
Detached.
Detached, I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Avayath misinterprets the mood of the crowd and starts screaming with them, Titus, yeah!
Theo's gonna elbow him. Avayath, can't you tell if they're angry?
Why would they be angry?
Great question.
It probably has something to do with him coming back after going in and not doing the thing that he had to do, and just please stop.
Oh, sure. Avayath seems a little confused.
Essence also had joined in briefly, like, Titus, yeah, and then, like, realized everyone was mad and was like, oh. The shells have stopped directly outside, and the crowd having been kind of stirred up a bit, you see the person who is kind of also pushing people away from the shells. You see him kind of lift up a hand, and immediately the crowd just completely goes silent. And he squints at everyone, and he's just like, calm down, we haven't even started yet, all of you. Don't be foolish, we've got people from the capital here. Don't make us look bad.
Real stuck up, folks.
And you see kind of on the biggest shell, and kind of with the handler's help, they raise that shell up a bit, making the jellyfish start to lift up a bit so the shell is higher than the others and kind of in the center. You see a Triton woman who looks to be a bit older than the others, standing on top of it. She seems to have pure white hair, kind of a little past her shoulders, and seems to be dressed in like a jellyfish-style dress with kind of like a shell-themed bikini top. She's got some markings on her, and again, she has those lightning scars that you can see on her arms. I forgot to note that the other person who spoke, who was escorting or pushing people away, also had a lightning scar across his face. She also has a black sapphire, but hers is a necklace.
Fancy. I'm sure she's a terrible person.
And you see her clear her throat a little bit, and the man in front of everyone, you see him snap his fingers, and when he does so, her voice comes through booming out to the crowd.
Thank you all for coming, both the visitors from the Prime Capital and our trusted citizens, to another Sea Beast ceremony.
And there's a cheer from the crowd, but definitely not one of celebration, similar to when they were calling Titus's name. It sounds like a war cry, almost, when they shout. And you see her kind of lips tense, like into like a thin line at that. And she waits a moment, and you see I'm just going to call him what he is, the advisor, kind of lift up a hand to get everyone to be quiet again.
For those who are strangers, I am Queen Anthin Xenovoth, the current ruler of this lake, and as we all know, it's that time of year again. The time of year where one of the royal family that you have entrusted your safety and way of life to will venture into the caverns below the kingdom of Looking Glass to try and reclaim the gift that was never found. Our beloved goddess that watches over us will be waiting, as always. Our success or failure will determine if the waters will be calm, or if we will need to prepare for another season of storms.
And the crowd's cries grow louder again, and she holds up a hand this time to silence them before the advisor even can. And immediately when she does that, everyone goes quiet even faster than when he did it.
My son, Titus, has returned home from his exile. He has come to make amends for his previous failure and restore honor to the Xenovoth name as this year's hero. As the only one who has ever returned from their venture into the caverns, and with his newfound abilities, we are confident that this will be the year that no more lives will be lost. Let us take a moment to honor those who have shown their bravery beforehand.
And she starts listing out names one by one. And as she does so, you can see the royals that are perched on their shells kind of turn their heads down, almost in an act of mourning. And a few in the crowd make noises of distress at certain names that pop up. And the last name that she says, which is the name Sevnus, the queen too lowers her head and seems to take a moment to collect herself, as she seems to be trying to kind of hold herself together. In total, 19 names were recited. And then after a long moment of silence, Queen Anthin lifts her head up again and manages a smile and says,
I look forward to this being the last time we gather like this. And the Sea Beast box will fade into our history as an accomplishment that we all did together.
And she clasps her hands together and kind of thrusts them into the sky, and she just says, in 3 days, it's time. And you see most of the crowd follow suit, and they clasp their hands together and in the air, and they start shouting, it's time, just as loud as they possibly could back. And as they shout, you hear, kind of breaking through the cries, one of the royals stand up on their shells and just go, wait! And you see her stand up, and she just suddenly runs towards the queen and is like grabbing her shoulder and is like, you can't do this! He already tried once, don't punish him for surviving! And she seems shocked at this other Triton who has gotten up. And they seem to be a Triton, a younger one, probably about close to the age of Titus. They have a flower kind of in their hair. She's dressed a little more fun, with kind of like this half shawl cover-up thing that's like blue and yellow, and a little bit of jewelry, but not as much as some of the other royals. And she's holding a Triton, which has a black sapphire in the center of it as well. And she does not appear to have any scars on her.
She's so pretty.
Oh, my heart.
The queen seems to be shocked at this outcry before she almost like shoves this other Triton's hand off, and she's just like, sit down, Melrin. What on Absalom is the matter with you? And then she kind of looks up towards the tower and is like, he doesn't have to do this. You don't have to do this, Titus. It wasn't supposed to be you this time. You can refuse it. I'll do it. And then you see Queen Anthin kind of wave her hand, and 2 of the jellyfish handlers jump up onto one of the shells and start to pull Melrin away. And the queen just goes, put her in her room. I won't hear any of this outcry in the middle of an official ceremony, no less. And she is still screaming as she is pulled away.
I can't send in to Titus.
She's right, you don't have to do this. We're here to help you.
You can see from a distance he is like kind of gripping the end of the opening of that window that he's peering out of, and he's looking down, and he doesn't answer you, and he's not looking at the crowd anymore.
Okay.
And you hear murmurs kind of start to be heard in the crowd, and Anthin clears her throat again and is just like,
Apologies, everyone, especially to our guests who were allowed in for this occasion. Our 3-day celebration will begin tomorrow evening. Thank you all.
And the jellyfish handlers quickly start to move the shells back towards the main large castle structure near the back of the kingdom. And you see Titus vanish inside that tower that's 60 feet up.
Wait!
You see the advisor kind of step in front of you and be like, that's close enough, no getting close to royalty.
Does Titus have to do it alone?
We wouldn't want to lose more than one person.
But we can help. We're his friends.
You're outsiders, this is none of your concern. Be grateful you were allowed in to view this at all.
Shui looks past the advisor at, like, I guess where Titus disappeared to.
Where are your masks?
Masks?
You're from the Prime Capital, aren't you? Those are the only visitors allowed in.
Avayath will say, we're a special case. And he'll grab out the badge that Wynn gave him.
That is a badge from the Prime Capital. So what do you mean you're a special case if you're from there?
Well, we don't have the masks, but we're here for Titus.
And we know how to find the sea beast box.
We can ensure we find the sea beast box.
Did you say you're friends of the prince? I find it hard to believe that you're here for the prince. He doesn't have any friends.
Hey, he's our friend.
Brandy will just get up in their face.
So he met you during his exile then. Wonderful.
Yeah, and he made some damn good friends in the meantime. Seems like we care a lot more about him than you folks do.
He's the one who failed and came back.
Well, you're the ones that are failing him by making him do this again.
I will have you escorted out by the Guardians if you continue to talk to me in this way.
Free to swim on by, partner.
You are the ones who approached me.
I don't see what you have to lose by letting us try.
Yeah, isn't the whole point trying to get that box? What's the problem?
Yes, and we've been trying to get it for 20 years. And the capital sure does have an interest in coming to see what we're up to. How do I know you're not just going to snatch it?
Have you always sent just one person to do it?
Well, the first year we sent more, and that didn't go well. We sent a fraction of our royal guards to go in, and the people didn't appreciate that. So we came up with a compromise. We would have risked the kingdom being put into chaos, so we send one of our own now.
Sounds like some pretty shit customs.
I told you to stop speaking about this in this way to me. You are guests here. Do not forget that, because you very easily cannot be.
And he starts to move away.
Shui's just like, if they're not gonna let us help Titus officially, we'll just have to sneak in ourselves.
Oh, easily.
Definitely.
I suppose so. I mean, I doubt they'd go in there to stop us.
They could try.
But we don't know where the caverns are. We'd have to follow Titus or figure it out, or find it ourselves or something, right?
I mean, I'm here to help, aren't I?
Yeah. We got Miffy. I can call Titus.
Where was what I assume the sister taken?
The royals were going back to the large castle, and she was being told to be put back in her room, so she went that direction as well.
Okay, which direction did Titus go in?
He's still in the tower. It's 60 feet up, so he can't get anyone from there. It's his spark thing, so they put him in the highest spot.
Right. Okay.
Who was that other person? The one who tried to stop it?
It's a great question.
She said that she'd go in his place. Maybe she knows something.
Might be related.
Yeah, one of the royals.
You just hear Essence go, she was really ugly.
Yeah.
She was like whispering that under her breath, like to herself. Like,
God, his place is already getting on my nerves.
There's no changing people like that. But we can still help. In our own way.
I can call Titus, ask him where the caverns are so we know.
But he doesn't even want us to be here. I don't think he'll tell you.
they did also say that we have 3 days before he gets sent down there anyway.
You also saw him. You can track him specifically, right? Something he has on him?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we can just track Titus to wherever he goes and then make sure we we head into those caverns with them.
I think that would be the safer course of action.
I just hope we're not too late doing it.
Yeah. Ugh. Hate sitting on shit like this.
So, what should we do now?
It's pretty late.
Guess we head to sleep.
Yep, it's important to get a good rest.
Not much we can do right now.
As they swim away from wherever they are, I'll just message Titus again and just be like,
We're gonna help you out, bud.
He doesn't answer.
that's fine.
To be fair, he very clearly has social anxiety and just had a whole crowd booing his name pretty much, so.
I mean,
Initiated by Avayath.
Yeah.
No, I'd continue.
I was like, yeah, we, Titus, haha.
it's like, no. They're booing him, bud. We head back to the inn.
Alrighty, anything that you want to do before you go to bed?
I got a lot of water stored in this armor now. I'm going to the bathtub first. And he fucking dumps a whole fountain.
Theo, when they're in their room, he's going to go to Brandy and is like, do we want to see how you're looking, or?
I mean, sure, I guess.
And he'll drop Disguise Self.
Wow. It is a big change, but still you.
Yep, it's a big change. I mean, at this point, if we want, I can stop using Disguise Self, but maybe while we're here, we'll keep it up for now.
Okay. It's up to you.
Yeah. Knowing that Flynn specifically is around here, I think I'm gonna keep it up.
Right.
Once we start moving on from there, once the transformation's a little more, complete and all that.
Well, he said he wasn't sure if Lynn was here or not.
I'm sure he is. How much longer do we got, till I fully change is the question.
Well, either way, just as handsome as ever.
Thanks, darling.
Yeah, the white hair looks nice.
Appreciate that. Felt like I looked fucking old after what Avayath's mom said to me.
No.
Question, Cassie. I have to take my medicine, but do I have to take it tonight or tomorrow morning? Or
I don't remember when you last took
I
it.
think you take it at night.
I think so, yeah.
so I take it. I have to roll, don't I?
Yeah, you roll wisdom.
Okay.
You do have advantage.
16 plus 1 is 17. Let's roll again, just in case. 6. Okay. 6 plus 1 is 7. All right, I'll go with the 16 plus 1.
So with that, you're fine. You might be a little irritable the next day, but otherwise you should be fine.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, most of the side effects that you think are from being a jabber are from people taking the medicine to not become a jabber. So you don't actually know what the side effects are when you start becoming a jabber.
Well, we may or may not find out.
Let's hope we don't find out. Oh, I want to take out my radio.
Okay.
I just want to tell the Magic Man,
Hey, I think we're real close to one of the pieces of your heart, partner.
One of the pieces?
Yeah, found one of the pieces of it.
Did you tell him there were multiple?
I don't remember.
No, I definitely only have one heart.
Well, we've definitely picked up 2 points in which we feel your heart coming from.
That doesn't sound right.
You got a broken heart, partner?
Don't think so.
Well, I suppose we're gonna find out.
That's a pretty hard thing to break.
Well, the only other place we can think that it is in the Black Forest is the other direction where we're feeling it. That's where they're mining out black sapphires, so...
That's just odd. Why are there 2?
Maybe it's got something to do with you-know-who.
Oh, it always does.
Yeah, probably. Just keeping you updated.
I'm listening to my shows right now, is that all?
No, that's all shows?
Okay, bye.
Oh, okay.
You hear the static go.
We are the Crystal Gems.
No, shut up.
Yeah, that's right.
And you all go to bed for the evening.
Hello everyone! Thanks for listening to another episode of Chosen Ones. If you haven't already, make sure to like the episode, leave a comment, and subscribe. We are trying to be more active on our Tumblr, and have plans for some new fun posts once we hit our next milestone. Go, check it out! Link is at the top of the description. A big thanks to our patrons, MeltiMoon, Travis, Alyx Solana, EpiAureum, Homunculus Derelictus, JokerDino, Keilan, Bubby, Zab, Z.Gutz, and Mr. Bakudan. We'll see you soon, fellow Sparks.